It's Mike. We're back in the international Harley Davidson one car knife shop slash freezer room slash junk collector studio. We're gonna get back on this Sod Buster project today. I did go ahead and get the wood trimmed out, not cut to shape, but just trimmed out, made a little smaller. We're gonna go ahead and get those secure to the liners so we can start trimming those out and getting those ready. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Today is actually Wednesday. This video will come out Saturday or Sunday of this week. Don't know what yet. Excuse me, just got done eating dinner. Man, it was good. I did some fried rice with some teriyaki chicken on the grill. It was nice. So, I'm going to spend a little bit of time out here getting some stuff filmed. Probably going to film over the next couple of days, so you'll see the shirt change. My hair will change. Beard ain't changing though. So the video, when the video comes out, it's going to be like 2 or 3 days worth of footage, and it's just going to be, that's just what it's going to be. So, right now, I'm trying to figure out where all of my stuff is at. There it is. So, what I'm going to do is we have our liners for our Sod Buster, and we have our 2 pieces for the covers. So, what I'm going to do is painter's tape these, painter's tape those, and then we're going to spray glue the painter's tape, stick it together. Once it dries, it should be secure enough that I can trim everything out pretty close until I can just get in there and do it by hand. Do some sandpaper work, file work, whatever I need to do. And then once all that is done, we will pop all that off with the tape. It's just going to pull right off. And then since we're hiding the pins behind the scale, the covers, not the scales, the covers, we'll put the knife back together and then pin the pins back up against the brass liners. And then we'll have to relief cut a divot on the covers so everything fits nice and flush. So should work out okay. And then there's going to be a bunch of other stuff. The surprise that I wanted to do for Travis, I'm not going to be able to pull off because I don't have what I need. I thought I did, but it's not going to work. So we're going to step back and punt on a little extra that we're going to do. So we'll just go from there. So let me get the camera resituated and I'll get you down so we can look at the workspace. So hold on. All right, so like I said, we've got our brass liners and we've got our wood for our covers. So don't know how many of y'all have had a Sod Buster apart, and I hope this will pick it up, but a Sod Buster has these ridges right here on both both liners. And this is what's going to be facing out against the wood. So that is right there. I wonder if it's almost to keep the blade centered maybe, or just to maybe give a little rigidity to the liner itself. So let's get, for one, let's clean these because these are absolutely filthy. Oh, got a little mail today. Let me finish getting these cleaned off, and we will go through that as well. All the way from New Mexico. And if you don't know, we have a brother out there in New Mexico. And let's get his stuff out here. Has some super cool stickers. Mountain Ajar, JC from Mountain Ajar. I think his daughter designed these. He sent me 3 actually, and then my daughter actually got one and stole it and ran away with it. So I also got a note and a sweet piece of wood. This is called, let me see if I can find it again. It's from Peru. It's Palo Santo, and you're supposed to burn it during meditation or prayer or just deep thought, whichever you choose. And it has a really interesting scent. I actually really like it. So I will not drop the envelope into the void of the garage. I may actually scrape some off like you're going to start a fire and maybe burn it and see how it smells that way. Okay. So JC, brother, I appreciate it. If you haven't checked him out, his channel is Mountain Ajar. Super cool stuff. The man has really cool energy. I really like it. So go check him out. I'll leave a link in the description below for his channel, and go check him out. All right. So, like I said, we're going to tape all of this so when we glue it, it will be a little easier to get apart. And I really hope this works. I've done it with a different kind of tape, but all I have is painter's tape right now. I am running really low on stuff in the garage. I've got to make a run to hardware store, Lowe's or something. So let's get this as well. Like I said, you want to make sure you're on the right side. You can see where the spring was right here. Let's get it up in there, right there. And this is the inside, and that ridge, the tall part of it's over here. So we want to tape that side. All right, make sure we got those right. All right, I'm gonna just do some spray adhesive real quick. And we will get these glued up. So, and while this is drying, we're gonna do a little something else while we're waiting on that. So, just stick it like that. And stick it like that. So, and then when all that dries and is sticky, I'll go around and cut the tape off and go from there. So while we're waiting on that, since we're only 5 minutes into this part, I am going to do a little cleanup and some maintenance on a very important, very special knife to me. It is a knife, and I've got it in mineral oil. It's a knife that was my dad's, and I don't know if it's one he picked up on his own or one that my grandfather got him. Let me put this mineral oil back up on the shelf. But it was in his things after he passed, and I grabbed it. There was another one that my son has that at some point we will probably go over. The only reason I'm really cleaning it, I know how I've shown this on, Spade Blade boy. I have shown this on the channel before, and I had talked about how I've left the patina on it. Where are my blue paper towels? But I went to take it out the other day to carry it and opened it up, just, checking. And there was actual like rust in the pivots, and I got to looking down in the channels, and it had gotten pretty funky. I have not, other than a little bit of oil and sharpening, I have not done anything to this. I haven't touched it. I wanted to leave it as is, but I don't want it deteriorating either. So, and there's some, I think it's the Spay. No, that mineral oil may have took care of it. It still has all the patina from where he had it. I'm not going to get rid of that. I just want to get it clean. So that's what we're going to do. It's just been in the mineral oil for probably, I don't know, a couple of hours, long enough for me to cook dinner. So I'll tell you what we don't have to do is we don't have to sharpen it because it is sharp. But what we will do, and I don't think I've used these on camera yet. Yeah. We are going to get our tray of Dremel bits out. And my trusty cordless Dremel. And I'm going to use this one of these doodads right here. Hope y'all can see that. So these are abrasive wheels. They're plastic, and I guess they're embedded with abrasives. And they're really good, especially on these smaller knives. You can get down in the channels really, really good, and just help break up stuff. And I've just got it on, you know, just whatever setting it is when you get it on. And you can see, maybe I can get it up there close enough for y'all. You can get up against the brass liners in there and really get, you can get right here on the, I hope this isn't too loud. You can get on these tangs. Just like that. Let me get, where's my rim oil with man's best friend. We'll just get a little oil down in there. Probably doesn't need it with it being in that bath of mineral oil for so long, but it's not gonna hurt anything. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is switch from that wheel to a wire wheel, a big one. This is another good one. I usually use it for the heavier crud, but it actually does a really good job of shining down in there. And this isn't a very hard wire, so it's not gonna gouge. Might need to run my electric one and not this cordless. Let's see what that looks like. But yeah, we're just gonna get it cleaned up. Let's do a little maintenance. Where are we at? 10 minutes. Try not to do a super long video, but we'll see how that goes. Alright. I think that's got her. Well, almost. We're going to take our pick. And we're going to get our paper towel. We'll be able to get up against those tangs. Let's see. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Yeah, I haven't done anything to this knife, and I like to carry it. It's my favorite with the with it being in the synthetic, and of course it's chrome vanadium, so that's probably one of my favorite metals that Case does. Let me see. Oh, that's looking really good. Let's get all these blades closed up. Look on the back of the tangs. Just hit it with this wire wheel a little bit. I hope everybody can see. I'm trying to do this, watch my phone. Alright, I think that's good. Now on other knives, I have actually gone in there and polished those liners on the inside like a fool, and gotten it looking really good, and then, you know, a week later after being in your pocket, it looks exactly the same again. So, but I think what I am going to do, might just hit these bolsters just a little bit. You can kind of see there is a little red rust right at the tang, where the tang goes into the bolster. Close this up. It's never not had snap, so it's not dragging real bad, but I just want to take care of this and make sure it is around for a while. So I'll use it. It'll be passed down to either my daughter or my son. Let's see here. Let's use this wheel. This one's pretty loaded. So this is just a wore out. Tell you how wore out it is. So it starts like that, and this one is like that, but this one's got a pretty good amount of compound in it. So I'm just going to use it just to clean. I'm not polishing. I just want to clean these blades, especially right there at on the tangs, right where they go into the bolster. So we'll just hit it, kind of like how Tom does with the that paste, that number 7 paste that he has. See, look at that. That's got that good. Which I really like, and I have looked for it. The only thing I can find up here that's even close to that is like a turtle wax. Let's see how that does. Oh yeah, that's all I want to do. See, I'm going to leave the patina. That's not rust, it's just patina. So I just want to be careful about not doing too much. Preservation, not restoration, is the name of the game on this one. And I've got other wheels if this one won't get in there. Yeah, let's get real crazy. We're on camera. Let's get really crazy here. So this is a tiny wheel, and it is, man, it'll get in the spots. Don't need to do that. Let's see here, what else we got these other tangs look like. So I just want to get this crud off the tangs. Tell you, this Dremel sounds like it has seen better days. But I tell you, if it goes out, I'm getting one from Harbor Freight. I was talking to Jason over at Ozark Boys, and I think he's the one that said that one is pretty good. All right, yeah, that tank's good and cleaned up. Let me double check that blade. Let me hit that blade with a wheel, that other wheel. So he was telling me that I think he got one, got the one from Harbor Freight, and he really likes it. So this one goes out just for a cordless one. I'll probably go get one of those. I have an electric one. I try not to use it because it's just the cord and everything, and I've got one of the flexi things on it. All right, yeah, that's looking really good. All right, let's check the spay blade, and then we should be done. Where are we at? 15 minutes. Not bad, not bad, not bad. The spay blade's got a lot of the black, and not that I dislike it, but come on, cooperate with me here. Hold on a minute. Where is my board? There. I just don't want it to. I don't want there to be any damage from that black stuff. You know, you can feel it with your fingernail. that was loud. All right, that's got that good. All right, that's all we need for that. All right, so we are all clean. The pivots will keep oozing out their stuff because they're still full of mineral oil, which is perfectly fine. But we're clean. We are preserved. We are ready to go. I would tell y'all what tang stamp this is. I think it is a 2000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 missing. 4 missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 2000, either a 2006 or a 2004. Y'all tell me. Or maybe it's a 14 or a 16. I can't remember. I'm not good with the tang stamps. I've got a card, but it's in my wallet, and my wallet is not on me. So we are good on Dad Stockman. That project is done. Let's look at our scales here. Just put up. Get this wiped off. We don't need the safety glasses yet. All right. So, seem to be good and glued down. Let me find my razor knife. Tell you what. Let's just use Dad's knife. So what I want to do is I just want to outline the tape around the scales, or around the liners, and remove it so I can see to trim it. Just like something like that. Maybe if I knew what I was doing. There we go. So I was actually going to do some file work on this knife, on the spring, the back spring, and I tested it, and the files that I have wouldn't cut it. So, not going to do file work on the spring on this one, but that is something I want to do in the future. I've seen it done on like buck 110s, 112s, stuff like that. I really wanted to do it on this, and I've practiced on just regular steel, but those back springs are hardened, and I don't want to take the temper out to file it and then have to put it back in. For one, it's a lot of time. 2, I don't really have the ability. So, and I've already told Travis that that was the surprise, but I think I can surprise him enough still with what we're going to do. And I mean, he's going to like it regardless. So, so probably what we will do is we will get to the point where it's time to put it back together. And then I will not show any more of this knife until Travis has gotten it, because I want to film his reaction to getting it and go from there. So there we are. We're glued on there. They're not moving. So what I will do is just go through, and I'm going to get all this trimmed up, and probably I'm going to cut away for that, because I don't know how long it's going to take. So I'll get this cut, and then we'll come back at the next step. Guys, so got these cut out. Everything's still, that glue's still holding on really good. So that's going to be kind of what we're looking at handle-wise. So I still have, there's still just a little bit left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand sand and file all of that down to the bolsters. Good God. All the way down to the liners. And then I'll pop all of this off, and we'll start putting the knife back together. So I'm going to let y'all go, I think we're probably pushing 20 minutes or so. So when we come back the next time, these will be trimmed and just about final sanded, and we'll be ready to start putting stuff back together. So we'll go over a little bit more on some of the final assembly, and then I'm gonna cut it off until Travis has actually seen it, and then we'll go from there. So guys, I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Y'all be good.